Richard Smalley, a Nobel laureate of 1996, indicates that the greatest challenge facing the world is energy and the environment. And these two things are directly linked because we, on the globe, consume 16 terawatts of energy a year. And we meet this energy demand by the exploitation of fossil fuels. So the combustion exhaust of fossil fuels ends up causing a rise in the carbon dioxide levels in the atmosphere, directly affecting the rate of global climate change. So with our current state of living and the state of life of our planet, it's endangered right now. And what we need to do, what we must do is find a renewable alternative energy source to meet our rising energy demands. And you might say, well, how does this apply to me? We live in Vancouver, and let me tell you, there are solar panels that work more efficiently at low light conditions. So on those overcast, like today, beautiful Vancouver days, we can use dye-sensitized solar cells. So DSSCs, which work better at low light conditions, they are made of non-toxic materials, and they are competitive with traditional solar panels. They also look like beautiful, beautiful stained glass, and they come in a variety of colors of red, blue, purple, and green. And if this hasn't won you over, so I can see all the look in your eyes, you wanted to learn more. You have an insatiable desire to learn about how a Dssc works, and I'm going to explain it to you. Through acting out an electron in a dye-sensitized solar cell. So the main light harvesting component of a Dssc is a dye, and I'm the electron. And I'm sitting here. And in my analogy, I'm going to explain someone being in a club wanting to get to the dance floor. So, light shines down on me. And I'm excited. It's the same thing as when the DJ starts playing your favorite jam. You were up into an excited energy state. And instantly, you transfer to a titanium dioxide semiconductor. Don't worry about that. And so we need to make it through the conductor to an electrode, through a wire, to leave to go do some work. That's what the electron needs to do. And electrons do this by percolating. So I gotta percolate from one side to the other. And there's two things that I need to avoid. First thing is any positive charges, because I'm an electron, so I'm negative, and I find positive charges irresistible. So that's like the biggest hottie you can see. Oh, right there. And so that hottie you need to avoid, because the second he sees me percolating, he can't keep his hands off of me. The other thing I need to avoid is any trap states. That's like when you get stuck in a corner. So now I'm stuck in a corner and I'm moving around. That's the same thing as when you're in a club and that creep finds you. And he's got really bad breath and smells like he ate poop. That guy. Anyway, now I'm at the electrode, because I've avoided both those things. And now I'm going through a conductive wire, where now I can do work. If I was an electron right now, I'd light a light bulb. But right now, I'm at the dance floor, and I'm ready to bust a move. And because of my strong British ancestry, I'm going to do it the only way I know how. And we move on. Now that I'm satisfied, and everyone's slightly horrified, we're back to our counter electrode. Now here I'm exhausted. And between me and my chair is an electrolyte solution. So if anyone watched Idiocracy, it's what plants crave. And I need the help of a redox mediator up here because I'm tired. And so a redox mediator just means that it can take and give electrons really easily. And I'm lazy, so I want to be carried. So a step of reactions in the electrolyte bring me back to my seat. And we've now completed the circuit of a dye-sensitized solar cell where I can start it all over again. So now you've all learned how DSSCs work. And the big thing is, I don't really need to stress why this is important. I don't think I do. I think people are paying attention to the news. They know that a lot of fossil fuels and climate change are big topics in politics right now, so I don't need to stress that. But I want people to realize that as Canadians, we think we're sustainable, but we actually are the second largest consumers of fossil fuels per capita in the world. 86% of our energy needs are met with the exploitation of fossil fuels. And so these things are important. And I have a hope, and I have a dream that one day, in my lifetime, by the end of it, is that I will see Vancouver as being one of the leaders in sustainability and that we will be covered in solar panels.
Thank you.